God bless you, global Christian friend. God bless the American government. Going to your 6th chapter of Mark, John, and beginning at the 16th verse after Jesus had conveyed to another mountain. 6:16. And when evening was now come, his disciple went down into the sea. And you need to understand what's taking place here. And entered into a ship and went over toward Capernaum. It was now dark, and Jesus was not there because he had conveyed himself away into a mountain. The sea rose by reason of a strong wind, a great wind that blew. So when they had rowed about 25 or 30 furlongs, this is what they see. They see Jesus walking on the sea and drawing nigh unto the ship, and naturally they were afraid. But as is his way, he said unto them, it is I, be not afraid. God didn't give you the spirit of fear. Verse 21, when then they willingly and gladly received him into the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land whither they went. In other words, there's a turbocharge there. He called the turbocharge. The day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, because the disciples had taken that one and gone over to Capernaum, save one where the disciples were entered, and Jesus went not with them, his disciple, because he had conveyed to the mountain, into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone. They had to, because he was not there. Verse 23, howbeit that came other boats from Tiberias, nigh to the place where the miracle took place, after the Lord had given thanks, in verse 11. When the people therefore saw that Jesus was not there, neither his disciples, they took ship and came to Capernaum, seeking for Jesus. Now, verse 25, when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when camest thou here? They asked that because they didn't see him leave the mountain and go to the sea to rescue the apostles. This is why they asked that question. When comest thou hither? Jesus answered them in his manner, verse 26. Verse 26, he said, verily, verily, I say unto you, you seek me not, because you saw the miracles. Different story. But you seek me because you did eat of the loaves and were filled. Pay attention here now. Isaiah 55. Labor not, he said, for the meat which perisheth. You find that in Isaiah 55 and 2, so it'll give you a good understanding. But for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. Think about that statement. God the Father has sealed. God the Father seals. He does seal. It's his way of securing you. He don't just call you and send you, but you're sealed before you're called and sent. to make sure that you are secured, well secured. And in that seal, there is your testimony, there's your knowledge, there's your understanding. Now, you can't say that you're not being fed, because God don't give impartial knowledge, but he gives the knowledge that is perfectly whole, perfectly pure, perfectly clean, perfectly eternal, full of faith, joy, reason, hope, understanding, grace, truth, and it's up to you to receive it if you will. Because if you don't, he's not responsible for it. Okay, now God has sealed him in verse 27. Now, verse 28, listen what they say. Then said they unto him, what shall we do that we might work the work of God? Notice that statement. What shall we do that we may work the work of God? You'll find Exodus 32:16 also there about the work of God. Jesus answered unto them, this is the work of God. Everybody out there across the world ought to say, this is the work of God. Around the globe, say it. This is the work of God. In other words, Jesus is revealing something to you that no one else would reveal. He is the kind of person that say, in my Father's house are many mansions. Were it not so, I still would have told you the truth about the matter. So he is here saying, this is the work of God. What is that? That you believe on him whom he has sent. I don't mean no harm. Those out there that do not believe on Jesus whom God the Father have sealed and sent, you're not doing the work of God that you can do. This is work of God that he himself will recognize that you do. We've just said he gives belief systems, and here is one of those systems. Verse 30. They said unto him, here we go, my God, my God, my God. Here we go. And you know the scriptures. I'm not going to say it, but you know the scriptures. What sign showest thou then that we may see and believe thee? You know what 1 Corinthians chapter 1:22 says. Chapter 1 verse 22 says. You also know that Jesus said in Matthew 12:24, 16:4, that an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. And they want to know, what doest thou, what workest thou, that we may believe? Now, here we go. Watch this. The next verse. Our fathers did eat manna in the wilderness. Think about that statement. Our fathers did eat manna in the wilderness. Let it be known right now, nowhere in the history of the world by nobody have manna been properly identified. David tried. We'll continue next time. Global Christian friend, we love you.